Hello, everyone, this is Ryder here to review the Ultraman Z, Gashapon Ultra Metal 04. So here we are with our fourth and final set of Gashapon Ultra Metals, to which, because this was regrettably the final set, they went all out and actually gave us all new medals. So basically, the medals that would have typically have been for, like, previously re-released medals. So, like, potentially we would have just gotten the Delta Rise Claw medals. But instead, they actually just went out and just gave us the rest of the Z Kaiju medals, which is pretty cool. And obviously, the ones we have in the stand are the only Ultras of the set. So this lineup comprises of Svennger, Wyndham, King Joe Storage Custom, Ultroid Zero, Destrotus, Griza, Zerth, Nice, and our Gashapon Rare. I should have said our Gashapon Rare. Stupidly, Grigio. For the fourth and... No, this is for the fourth time. Oh my gosh, what the heck happened? Never mind, I think it was always like this. Here are these stands for the medals. Same ones we've been getting since the first wave. Or the first set and such. I was gonna say, if I forgot to showcase these sealed, we will show that. But anyways, let's go through our Kaiju medals. So, again, the majority of these are Storage Custom robots. So here's Svennger. Did it do that by itself? Okay. To which, he looks pretty neat. He's at the traditional, like, angle or angled side profile as opposed to the direct one. I guess because you wouldn't get to see much of him. Obviously, he's still a Kaiju medal, so it's just black. And I think all these are white. Wyndham is the side profile, to which he just covers up his name and such. Would have actually kind of preferred if Wyndham was not at the side profile, just for consistency. But then you get King Joe Storage Custom, to which you can clearly see his name is very long. But, pretty cool. Here is King Joe from the previous wave, so I really do like this full circle. And then our last of the storage robots, Ultroid Zero, to which he is also blue. And it's pretty neat overall. I won't bother comparing it with Zero, because that's not necessary. And then here's the second form of Ultroid Zero, Destrotus. Spoilers. You can tell because obviously his head splits. And he's purple. And then our random Kaiju for the set, but I think it works. Griza. To which I think this is the first thing Griza has ever obtained. Obviously, Griza was the final villain from X. And they showed up again in Delta Rise Claw's debut. Alright, then our Ultra Medals for the set. Here we have Zerth. To which Zerth is always pretty cool to have. And he is white. I don't remember if that was always the case. Because I know that was the case for sure with Nice. Which, again, really cool. And obviously, as expressed before, for some reason, instead of... Because technically, I get it, they don't have any equivalents to a glitter form they could pull. But like, why make an actual core Ultra the rare? That's weird. Like, yes, Grigio does fill in the quota of yellow, but like, that's unfortunate for her. But I mean, she's here nonetheless, so let's use these within the Z riser. So we're going to use Celebro, and we're going to use all three of these at the same time. I know this is inconsistent. I'm just too lazy to do it. So there we have these three storage robots, to which Wyndham is the only one to have his sound. What is with this toy? Well, what is with this series not having sounds for its new kaijus? Isn't that the whole point? Like, Svenvenger, I guess I understand because I think he was an obscure kaiju from Leo. So, but King Joe's Storage Custom is new. You guys made him for this show. So baffling. Ultroid. Ultroid Zero. Destrodas. Goriza. So, Ultroid Zero doesn't have a sound in here, which I think he's always passable. Destrodas does have a sound! So why doesn't King Joe Storage Custom have a sound? And then Griza has its laugh. At least this selection is better. Come on. Now with Jeet for the Ultras. Man, okay. That's carried over from the G Riser, or technically the Orb Ring, I think. I don't know why they don't have his rise sound. Like, they have the startup, but there's no, like, nothing finishes. He at least has a finisher. That's why I'm very glad the Blazer Brace actually just, like, shortened it, because, like, I appreciate it, but it's like, there's no, like, payoff with it. And there we had the very nice Coulson. Last but not least, Grigio. This was at the time she didn't. They wanted to claim that she didn't have sounds, so she just has the generic sounds. So basically, because she basically doesn't have any sounds, this is why they wanted to make her the rare. But because we do have her, we can take Rosso and Blue to make there we have Groob in 3 colors as opposed to 1 singular color. There we have the Grumium Coulson. Again, just like Taiga Tri-Stream, it's just really nice to see these forms and like multiple LEDs and such. We're not gonna bother with the stands. So overall, what I think about this set, it's I don't know. like weirdly enough, I feel like I have to say this is the weakest set. Just because I've been highly semi-positive with the last 2 sets. Even though to most people, they will probably equate those, or I feel like most people will probably equate set 2 being the weakest. And while that might be true, like, factually, it's probably true that that set's the weakest. But I think for me, this set is just, it's cool that we got all of this. But this set for sure, I will say, we kind of didn't get any value out of it. Because I at least felt like the other few sets gave us some value. This set doesn't. Like, yes, thank gosh we have at least one Ultra we can use for a fusion. But it's the fact that Grigio was made into the Gashapon Rare that makes it infuriating, in my opinion. Because you have to keep in mind, these rares are typically, I think, either 1 or 2 per capsule, which is why they're rare. and on top of the fact that this is a necessary medal to complete the to go along with the Rosa and Blue, who at the time of release were already still difficult of getting. It's like they purposely knew, they purposely did this to make the Rube medals hard for some reason. But the Kaiju medals, I think, again, it's cool that we are actually getting more Zet Kaiju or Zet Kaiju medals, because, for some reason, I don't get why from this point they just stopped releasing the Kaijus from that series in their own gimmick. Isn't that the whole point? And, again, it gives us more Kaijus and such. And Zerth and Nice are a nice pair. These two do what they need to do. So, I think, again, in the technicality, this set is fine. But in my opinion, this for sure is the weakest set of the Gashapon waves, despite giving us more. And I wish it didn't have to be like this, but it is, because this, I think, for sure, this clearly wasn't supposed to be the final set. Because I think at the time of this being released, we had details of there being a 5th and 6th Gashapon set post-series. But for some reason, that never went through. And so, if we did have a 5th and 6th set, I don't think I would have been as upset with this set as I probably would have with those sets. Well, at least those sets would have achieved the thing of, hey, here are the rest of the medals you need to complete all of the fusions possible. No, we don't even have those. We're missing 2 Tiga forms and an Orb fusion and Astra. We're missing those 4 medals. And then we could have done all the fusion ups and the fusion rises. And then, obviously, add more kaiju, so then you can do, more Belial fusions. But, that's besides the point. The whole purpose of this set was just to get the Zet kaijus out, to which it is a fine job. It's just that most of these don't have their sounds, to which you're probably thinking that or I want to say right away that that's not, again, the thing that's holding me back from liking this set is the fact that Grigio is the rare, which means she was the most expensive one to get. These 3 not having their sounds gets fixed later on, which is why I'm not too bothered by it as the battery exhausts. Other than that, I think getting the others should be affordable. Especially these 2, because basically these are the 2 that no one wants. Everyone wants the kaijus, because they're actual characters that people know. Because I think Grigio, Grigio was selling for 20 back then, but I think I eventually got her for, I think 12 or so. Luckily she became cheaper. Unless I'm wrong and I did get her for 20, just because I didn't have much else to get at that time. I don't remember. But, other than that, just, the set is fine, but, it's the most baffling for like of how they justified certain things and such. And it's just unfortunate this became the last like retail Gashapon set because it did not deserve it. And it's kind of hard to consider what is the next Gashapon set to be actually a part of the line because of how it's gonna work and such. So that'll have to do this review. This is Ryder. I'll people buy.